Right. Let's see if anyone comes in. What is going on here? Oh, yeah. Do I need this? I don't know. Let's have a go. Don't know. Don't know if I need it or not. But if you dare say hi, I can see some people. I've got a song in my head because of what I was watching at weekend, a guilty pleasure. Maybe not. But let me see if anyone comes in chat. I can see 2 people. Lurking or not lurking, I do not know. But I will drink my tea, which I never drink, and we'll see who comes into chat. Oh. We will wait for the Yakutar family to come in. Tea and oranges. Coming to America. Woo! Bam, bam, bam. 3 people in chat. Hi, Rainbow Wizard. I'm so glad you came in earlier on. Thank you very much. That just while you're here and you've said hi, I'll just wait for people to come in. The thing you were talking about before of the what was it? The film you were talking about. Was it the film with the woman in America who was filming outside a house, and when she's talking in a kitchen, you saw the Orby spaceship star things behind her, and she was always filming them? Do you mean her? Because that's what I'm thinking it could have been. Thank you. We got there in the end. Maybe. Was it that? Because if it was, I've seen it, and it's really, really good. Oh, and the conversation I've had today as well. Amazing. Another conversation. 2 conversations today. So was it that? So I'm just eating my orange. With an older woman, and she thinks she used to. No, it was more like a. Oh, right, because this woman, it wasn't a film. It was a documentary of her. And she was filming these like stars, you know, like that. And she used to always see them, and her family were like, oh, no, we didn't believe and all that. And then they started seeing them. And when one of her daughters or daughter-in-law was talking about them, going, oh, we didn't believe, they were behind her outside, and you could see them through the window. So you saw that picture, and even my fellow watched it. I'll have to find out what that one was. And he was like, oh, my God, that like, and I'm like, they're like what we've seen. Hi, JP. Thanks for saying hi, because there's some people there that I think maybe just watching but not saying hi. But I'm just having a few drinks of tea before I get started, because I always leave my tea to go cold. And this chat's probably going to bounce about, because I don't think it was anything to do with what I was going to say. Well, it sort of is, just from having conversations today with Rainbow Wizard and somebody else who may be in chat now or maybe watching tomorrow, because I don't know if they're tired, then they may not be watching. You just got here. It's just amazing. I think in the title, what if I put faith in letting go, new beginnings? It's just amazing. I just don't believe, obviously I don't believe people are meeting up or communicating with each other as if it's a coincidence, because nothing is a coincidence. So yeah, it's just getting, the more and more it goes on, the more and more this path goes on, the more and more, I don't know, beautiful things that I'm seeing. And this is going to come up in conversation again, because this is my cup, with the French words on. I can't say the French words that I've shown before. For whatever it says in French, and it's got my surname on it, Irish, you know, with the oak tree on and the seven acorns, and seven acorns represents goddess as well, which oh, there you go. Oh my god, which I've just clicked onto something right now. Oh my god, that's another chat. So it looks like we've only got Rainbow Wizard and JP in, even though it said there's 4 over there. Some other people not coming on, now it says 5. But people will probably come in as I get warmed up anyway, or they'll just catch it when they catch it. But what's going on here? Hang on. Communications. I do believe, Rainbow Wizard, when we were on live before, I actually think, I know that Red Pill Phil was on the phone to someone else I was talking to after. So he was on the phone to that person, and we were trying to, and we did it anyway. So that's fine. Oh, did you, JP? Tap shows your crest last week. Yeah, this is my crest. And if anyone doesn't know, who may be listening after or whenever, there's just a load of madness with oak trees and stuff that I've talked about before. And then just funny things. And then, you know, like nothing is a coincidence if you're on all that. We don't expect you to be so prompt. And it just amazes me when you start looking into things and your own dots join up on your own path. You know, it doesn't have to be for everyone else. And when I got this done, I got my dad one as well. Not that my dad would have thought anything of it, but I was like, what the hell? Because if anyone's new to the channel, I've always had to think about oak trees. Most people have a lot of things about trees, obviously, because it's nature. Oh, hang on. Right, something's just put me up. Hang on, just let me listen to this message. I'm going to get distracted. 1 minute. 1 minute. So, sorry about that. Just had to check that. That's fine. Oh, I took my slippers off again. Feet are getting hot. Right, who else? Someone just tipped up in chat. Hi, Sue. So, you know, if any of you don't know that are watching now or listening, because I know some people just listen. Yeah, so, you know, well, hi, Vicky. I hope your throat's feeling a bit better. Talked about, you know, my thing with oak trees and stuff like that since I've been little, but most of you know what's going on with my hair again. Most of you will know. I've said this before, when I got this done, it just amazes me when you start joining on your own dots up. When I found out that our family crest has an oak tree on it, I was like, and then if anyone doesn't know, the number 7 follows me around everywhere, and I'm always like, ooh, 7 sacrifice, 7 heaven, you know, just a 7 and all that anyway. And then I find out, and acorns, because when I was little I used to collect the acorns, blah 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 blah. And then I find out that if you look closely on the mug, it's got acorns on the tree and the 7. And it's to do with heaven, because the actual war cry on our family crest, shield thing, a lot of them took off or didn't have the war cry on, but ours did. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Ours was, and it's in French at the top, but translated, it was something like, may your tree flourish in heaven, or something like that, which to me is a bit like, you know, you yourself, the tree of life, you know, the book of life, you. It just bloody amazes me all the time. So I said to someone today, I'm drinking out of this mug today. I'm drinking out of that. And it's got, you know, Knights of Armor on it as well, because I just think, you know, in these times of dark versus light, because that is what it's about. And it is about actually picking a side of what you actually stand for, basically, because it is what's going on. We all know, if you don't know by now, that we're in a spiritual war, which we've been shouting out for quite a long time. Yes. So it's all happening. It's getting biblical, folks, and it literally is getting biblical. So we've got Vicky, Sue, Chris G, Rainbow Wizard, JP, and is there anyone I've missed off? And maybe people listening. So I just wanted to show you that because actually, let me just, before I get into tonight's chat, let me see and where this is going. Right. Yeah. So let me just have a look. And Dobsy as well. Right. Let me. Yeah, just to go over this again for the people that don't know, the meaning of the colours in the thing is argent. It says white or silver. It's funny that because I've always said about white. Denotes peace and serenity. Or yellow gold represents generosity, dominion, authority. It says chief, wisdom, and achievement in battle. Oak tree, acorns, oak leaves, symbol of antiquity and strength. Red rose signifies beauty and grace. Funny that to do with that painting with the roses, which I've just thought about now. And then there was something else in it. Where's the other? Is it on this one? Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Let me just find the. I have showed this before. Right. Ooh. Migration to. Right. Just warming up a minute. Hang on. Cry. Wonder if it's got the. Right. Don't know if this is going to come up. Yeah. So, hey, is it? But it's not going to show me what I wanted to pull up on here. If I can find it. Let me just see. Blah, 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 blah. But it's not going to. Is it there? Oh, yeah. So, the motif, the motto of the war cry was Ferme, blah, blah, in French, don't even know what that says. And the motto translation meant, may the tree flourish in heaven. Oh, yes. May the tree flourish in heaven. So, talk about the tree of life, the book of life, you know, trees, oak trees, seven acorns on the tree, on me mug of me family shield, and that's the war cry, and it means strength and achievement in battle. And I just thought, well, I'm in a spiritual battle. I'm just thought I'd throw that out there because I think it's hilarious. I think, like, can you get any bigger coincidence? It's not a coincidence, is it? I mean, when you don't know that and you've had visions before of an oak tree with a woman behind it with long white hair years ago at this thing I went to, the number 7 following me everywhere, acorns when you're little, a thing with oak trees, I've always loved oak trees, seen as wisdom and strong and all that sort of energy, and then you find out that that's what's on your actual family crest. I mean, hello? Where do trees flourish to? 7 heaven, where's that? Higher source, creator, God, whatever. I'm like, oh my God. God. So anyway, I just think it's funny. As far as you know, Chris, but maybe you just don't know. Dolly, look up the Gold Wolf, please. Well, I'm not going to do it at the minute because I'll get distracted, but I will have it at another time. But I'm sure that all your, you know, when you look into things and you're like, oh my God. So it all makes sense. So, oh yeah, before I start going, this isn't the picture that Finn did, or is it? No, the one he was supposed to be doing, he hasn't given me yet, but he did draw this, and I thought it was a feather. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's a leaf. And he was trying to go through the colours again, but obviously, I think he meant that way. Because he was telling me red, orange, yellow, green, dark green, blue, light purple. And then he was like, pink, if you know what I'm talking about. So he said this was a leaf. And then I said to him, is there any messages with that? And I'm not going to show you the video. I'm just going to, you can just hear his voice. So this is what he said. Finn's message to the world again. I said, I'll play it for everybody. This is his message. So just switch my phone up. Right.
Kindness. Be kind. Be kind
to it.
So it means kindness. Be kind. Be kind to others.
Yeah.
Loving.
Yeah.
Be love.
Be love, yeah.
Be kind to everyone.
Be kind to everyone. Goodbye. So I'll just listen to that again. This is, you know, this is the message he put with this, which does make me laugh in a minute, sort of. To it.
So it means kindness. Be kind. Be kind to others.
Yeah.
Loving.
Yeah.
Be love.
Be love, yeah.
Be kind to everyone.
Be kind to everyone. Goodbye. So that was Finn's message for today. Oh, he cracks me up. He cracks me up. So lovely. But it's funny that he said leaf, because I thought, I know we're not in autumn, but autumn's also a time for letting go because the trees drop their leaves, and we should do the same as in letting go of stuff. But we're still doing that because we've had a time with Pisces new moon on when was it now? Saturday? Was it Saturday or Sunday? I can't even remember. Anyway, Sunday, wasn't it? Was it Sunday? Don't even know what day it is today. Oh, before I get into my chat, my new hat came today. The other one was taking the mick the other day, my little witchy one. But this one came today for summer and that. And hopefully I can get it on my tread. So I'm going to go and try it on and see what you think. It looks like two things, actually. So I'll show you. It's a bit like a fedora, but I did get this pattern thing on it, which it can come off or not, but I needed a hat for summer. I thought it was very cute. It looks like two things. It looks like two things, but I have got my dreads up, and it does look better half up and half down when they're all down, actually. But for summer, I thought, oh yes. Thank you, Sue. I quite like it. It reminds me of two things. This way, it looks a bit witchy. This way, I don't know, it looks a bit Jewish. We're going to talk about that in a minute. It's going to come into chat in a good way. So don't get triggered, people, because some people might get triggered. And then some people might really read into it and really look the wrong way, because that's what a lot of people are like. So, yeah, so I quite like it. So you can take this off. It's just a little thing, but it's quite funky for like festivals. Little, I feel like Boy George now. Yeah, Boy George, Boy George, come a chameleon. You come and go. You come, JP, I didn't even see you say that. You come and go. Yeah, I do. I'm proper. I'm looking like. Oh well, honing the yeah. That's true. Didn't even see you say that. That's hilarious. It's nice to have a bit of a laugh. Like, oh, this is sticking out now. That is hilarious. Yeah. See, Archangel Michael's laughing his head off. Well, you got to have a laugh, haven't you? So let's get into chat. So that was Finn's message. That was my new hat. That was me doing a Boy George impression. And you may have noticed I'm wearing this because I've just had a conversation about this. And this was my nana's. No, she bought it on holiday years and years ago. And I was like, I've told you the story before. I was like, I'm having that. I took it off and went, you're not having it back. It was my nana's. I was really close with my nana. Like, what is she doing with this? Oh my God, I need it. I need it. As above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. So all I'm saying, Star of David, if you know about it. So, do you like my blue butterflies as well? They're quite showing up in the light. Well, they are on here. I don't know if they are on there. But I don't even know where to start. So, I'm just going to waffle, so you'll all just have to get on with each other in chat. So, the new moon in Pisces was about letting go, and it's more about the new moon in Pisces, the new moon bringing the new in. So what I did at weekend was, I'm just going to share a little bit of what I did, was I got this little thing together for the full moons, and I just decided to, make this bit of a witchy-woo thing because people get freaked out. It's all to do with energy, earth energy, cosmic energy, and all that sort of good stuff, connections. But basically, what I did was I went to my fella's and he was sat painting and I was sat like putting this little booklet together. So I drew out the new moon in Pisces. So I put Pisces because I am a Pisces around the moon and it's got crystals on it. But I just drew this, thought it was very cute. And then I was just writing down about the new moon, and I just put it's for putting out new intentions out of all the new you would like to bring forth into this new cycle of your life. Let go of all the now that does not align with you anymore, which doesn't help you grow and expand, as I talked about before. And then what I did was, because what I'm doing is I'm documenting how I feel around these times, and that's what I'll be doing. So I'm just sharing with you, if you want to do it or not, whatever, what I actually did. So I did, I've just put the new moon in Pisces ritual, releasing, bringing forth the new spell. I'll just say spell. It's prayer, it's an intention, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing to me. So hi Welsh babe. So then I just put what I got. So because I have a little mini cauldron, because it's cute to burn things in, and it is a mini one, I just put what I use. So you could just use a candle. So you could have a candle. I had a charcoal disc. I don't like them anymore. I've decided they just get on my nerves, and it took me ages to light it. Or a candle. Then I had sage, loose paper, a lighter, a pen, a mix of flowers, and relaxing music. So I said to my fella, see you later. I'm going in your bedroom now to sit on the floor and do my thing and do my clearing, because basically that's what it is. That's what I was doing. So he was like, yeah, you go do your thing in there, whatever. Don't set fire to my bedroom. But it was smoking actually, and it was quite funny because it smelled like it had a bonfire in there, because I didn't actually realise, and my thing's only that big anyway. So the method was I saged the area first, cleansed it. I'm getting tingly fingers now. And then I was sort of asking the moon energy to come and join me where I was sat, lit the candle, charcoal disc, whatever you're using, lit that. And then I was just thinking about what I wanted to bring in. I just had some petals and I was just sprinkling them in as I was thinking about the intentions I wanted to bring in. I sat there as the candle was burning and wrote down the things that I wanted to release. And then when I wrote that down, hi Tracy, just jumped in, and I had a lovely chat with Tracy before, which I'll sort of talk about a few little bits, not everything. And then I rolled it up, said a whole thing about releasing it. I don't know if I put it on there. Yeah, I did. I'll just go through what I did. So what did I put? Yeah, S moon's energy, blah blah blah. Next, write out what you want to release with the emotion and the real words, what and why you wish to release it, how it made you feel, and why you don't want this experience anymore. Be raw and real. And then, hi Jimmy. And then I put oh thank you. I put when you have finished what you want to release, right at the end of it, You can use, what did I put? You can use the, oh yeah, I just used the petals and dropped in as I was doing it as well. I release my hold on you. I release your hold on me. That's for anything. It could be like just anything. It doesn't mean a person. It can be anything, but it's still the hold on. I release my hold on you. I release your hold on me. This no longer serves who I am. I release you, I release you, I release you. Write it until you believe it, you know, and see it and visualize it, feel it, then set it on fire and put it in your whatever you're putting it in. Could be a bin outside, whatever. That's what I did. I'm not looking at chat at the minute. And really feel it till you feel it's gone. And then what did I do then? Oh yeah, and then after that, as the paper was burning, I sat with a little notebook and then I wrote out, well, I actually haven't wrote out, I've wrote in a notebook and then it's going in here. And then write out what you want to come in, because you've released all the crap. Now you want to now you're writing down what you want to bring in, your sort of like new goals, behaviors, routines, all the new that you want to bring in. You know, because I'd say this is more the new year, the new cycle, not the new year. And they said the new year was coming in because to me, it's more spring of this time, what's coming now. And then I put, and then why and how it will benefit you in the now. Then thank the new moon's energy and sage your space and area again till the next time. And then basically I'll be writing down there my new moon 2021 soul goals. I've put soul goals. So I drew the moon and the soul goals will be under there, which I'm not letting everybody know because it's a thing for me, but basically I've wrote that down and that's going to go in there. And then what did I put here? Oh yeah, I did pull some cards out and it was really funny because one of them said think, and a lot of the energy I was doing from Friday to Sunday was thinking about the new that I want to bring in, and it was really playing on my mind, which it doesn't normally. And then another card I pulled out of this deck actually that I've actually got here was clean up. The clean up, well, it is a clean up because it's springtime. It's a clean up. It's a clean up of your realm of consciousness, clearing your minds out, clearing your, I tell you what, you're clearing out this thing here. This monkey chatter, that was getting cleared out. You know, you might be spring cleaning with your house, you're spring cleaning with everything, people and the energy and everything, spring cleaning. So when that card came out, it made me chuckle. And then after, what did I put after the clearing? Oh yeah, after the clearing, I felt so light, and I lay on my fella's bed for a bit and I was just listening to some music because I had some nice music as well. I nearly fell asleep because I felt that light, getting rid of that, any negative energy, but that's clinging about. So that's what you can do, and that's what I did, and I'm going to be doing that on every moon that comes in and seeing how I'm feeling. And the weather was windy, and it's really funny because my sister just said, yeah, I've just heard people saying on this thing I was watching, you know, when the wind comes in, it's like, I think Lois said before, I don't know if she's in, yeah, blowing away the cobwebs. And I'm like, yeah, winds of change, because the winds of change are here and there's a lot of change coming. So that is going to help me document how I'm feeling around them times, and how I was feeling is matched up to how you lot have been feeling, because I asked you this morning and most of you were saying the sort of same thing. So that's basically what I got up to on the full moon, the new moon in Pisces, because it's all to do with, like I said, letting go. Spring is in the air. There's lots of things coming in, lots of truths and changes within, and we're learning to let go. And that's why it made me laugh when Finn sort of said leaf, because I just think leaves fall into ground. Not that we're in autumn, but I don't know why it made me think of that. But just letting go. You know, the trees know in autumn when they're letting go of the leaves that the leaves are going to come back again, and it's all going to be okay. I love that wild hair, don't care kind of attitude. Oh, that was really funny with me and Rainbow Wizard before, both like, yeah, I've got this mad hair everywhere. I did frizzy. Rainbow Wizard had just woke up everywhere, so it was quite funny. So yeah, who's in chat now anyway? Captain Cecil. Yeah, it was great that Wizard came in. I'm not getting him in tonight because we did that chat before for now, and I'm not actually going to be on long tonight. I just wanted to get this little chat out the way. Hi, I'm really yeah, who's in chat? Yeah, so yeah, so I did that and it was brilliant, and it's been making me think more of like, where am I going, what's coming forward. And then today it was like something just told me, you need to get on StreamYard, and I was like, yeah, no, I need to get on StreamYard. Yeah, well, you're going to get on StreamYard now. And I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then we did a bit of a test and we got the lovely Rainbow Wizard on. So now I know I can get some of you guys over sometime, so, or whatever it is I want to do. So that's brilliant. How long you growing your hair? Who? Me or Rainbow Wizard? Me or Rainbow Wizard? We both got long hair, so I don't know who you're talking about. I just focus on keeping my vibrations high at the moment. That's the basic thing, Archangel Michael, of what we've all been talking about, what we need. We all know we need to stay with in these times. Yeah, I don't know. I'm growing it. Don't know. How long is it now? Probably about here. Don't know. Maybe. So it's all right. This camera gets a better angle and doesn't make me look massive, which the other cameras do, because I'm not actually massive. It just makes me look massive sometimes because I am curvy, you know, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all good. Anyway, just put that out there. So maybe you should introduce all your special spanners, yeah, if they wanted to come in. But yeah, well, I've had this in a year now, no, over a year. And when I had them first put in, my hair was here anyway, so you know. And because they're crocheted, they don't shrivel up as much. They have shriveled up a little bit because they're already harder than, and I'm not going into that, it's not a dread chat, but people do ask. But yeah, basically, I can't remember what I was going to talk about tonight, but it was about change. And like I said, we're going through spring. There's all this change coming. There's all this change in the outer world. There's a change in the inner world. It's all change, change, change. But what I will say is, you know, I'm going to be bringing more to this channel, like I said, and there's going to be a lot more artwork because, oh yeah, there's a new one that I'm doing. A little sea turtle, because sea turtles are very special in the spiritual way of looking at things and message, because a turtle has a shell on its back, so it always has its home on its back. You always have God within you, so your home, your temple's within. Just putting it out there. Hi, Karen. And this is going to be a beautiful picture when it's done. But like I said, my art is this chat's going to be all over the place. My artwork to me is a connection to source, and it comes through me because that's how God uses you, source, whatever you want to call it. That's how that energy uses you. You are the channel, and it comes through you in so many different ways when you start connecting up. You're not, to me, when we're watching TV, and I'm talking about, you know, the normies, the muggles. I don't know what to say. Just don't like even saying normal people, but when you're faith and letting go, yeah, we're talking about that in a minute. Yeah, faith and letting go. When you're you know, when you're normally like in the realm of just watching TV like normal people would do, because we're all the weird ones, remember, we're all the conspiracy theories or whatever. When you just sat there being a couch potato, you're not really doing God's work, if you want to say. You're not really channeling that energy. This is how I see it now. You're not channeling that energy because you just sat there being a couch potato. And I've just been sat there thinking, I've come home from work, right, we're going to sit down, not going to do anything, you know. There's no inspiration, there's no nothing. I mean, that's what they want. They just want you doing that. They don't want you connecting up to your higher self, which is source anyway. But when you start doing that, you get more inspiration. And who you calling weird? All of you. It means fate and destiny. To me, that is the connection. So when you're finding your connection of the things that you love, which I've talked about before, that is God coming through you and working through you, you know, whatever that is. I see it that way also. Any creativity, creating art, music, writing is all flowing from source. Yes, it is, Christy. And it's not, you know, I'm just saying art because that's one of the biggest things I love to do. And when I'm creating my jewelry and stuff like that, you could be an architecture, building a building. You could be someone who's into baking, but you're baking these beautiful, tasty cakes because you're putting all the love and intention in it. And it's a creation. It's something you're creating. Food, a chef. You're creating. You're a creator of films, or you're a creator, anything, everything's creative. Whatever you're doing, singing, poetry, writing, like anything, dance, all that is source coming through you, and you're expressing it because God wanted, source wanted to express through you so many different ways. So to do that, That's why there's so many of us who are all unique and doing different things. What does that mean? The enlightened monk, Dolly, different blah 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 around the world. Date of the event is 20. Yeah, what does that mean though? I know loads of people are having in countries are having different restrictions. Yeah, well, that's all going on, but that's not really what I'm talking about tonight, because all that's going to be seen. That's going to be seen. You know, got boots on the ground there. But yeah, I know what you're saying though. But you know, that's how God comes through us. And this is why they want you depleted and tired, sitting in the front of the TV and not getting creative. When it's funny, because I think more people, yeah, spring solstice, oh yeah, bring it on, whoop whoop. I just want to say as well, the new moon in Pisces, don't worry if you think you've missed it, you haven't. That energy still rippling in over the next couple of weeks, so you can still do you can still all do your intentions and letting go. If you think, oh God, yeah, forget, you can still do it. The energy's still here. The energy's still here, and I can feel it because it's all on the fingers. Loving your, oh, hang on. Hi, just going to lower myself down a bit. Need to put my feet on the ground. So I'm going, oh, I look dead little now. I am actually not as tall as, I'm not tall anyway. But hi, Dolly, loving your chit chat. I believe you only get out of life what you put in. Every day is a school day. Sending love and soul sister. Exactly, Teresa. Exactly. Every day is a school day. It is. We're learning every day and we're learning new things. So if you see me talking about one thing one day and another thing the next and something next week and you think she's contradicting herself, no, I'm just learning. I'm just learning. But the biggest thing I will learn, yeah, Passover's coming. Whoop, whoop, pass that energy over. Pass that ball over. I'm like, yeah, let's have a game of American football. I don't know, rugby. Yeah, pass me that ball. So pass over. Down they fall. Down they fall. This is the marker, people, for, ooh, God's taking over, telling you now. Anyway, what I do want to say is worldwide, yeah, there's loads of matches and all that stuff, but I'm not looking into that at the minute. That's for the people to do, the boots on the ground, that people are doing that, who are into all that, which is good because that's what they're here to do. I'm not here to do that, but yeah, it's good. It's worldwide and, you know, that's brilliant. So whatever. But what I'm trying to say is I had a lovely chat with Tracy in chat today. Now, a lot of people who know me, or don't know me, when you get to know me, you'll know that if I ever chat to any of you, and there is a lot of you in chat that I talk to or have got talking to, old and new, no, I'm just me as I am on here, and I waffle on the phone like I do, and it's great because the conversations I have with people are all joining the dots of certain things going on. Yeah, thinking that universal source is awakening people. It definitely is. And it is. And people are finding the soul found. There's different ones, and that's fine. You know, you find who you resonate with. But it's just dead weird. Like, I had to chat with Tracy before for a good couple of hours because that's what I really like. And we were just connecting up certain things with how I came through. You know, people don't get triggered if you're not into it. It's my story. How I, yeah, and even Archangel Michael knows. There's loads of you in chat that have had chats with me. So when I came onto YouTube and a little bit after, I started talking about Tommy Robinson, right? I'm just going to put it out there because I was. And I didn't know Tracy knew about all that. And there were certain people I saw or met up with. There was Roxanne the Globalist and I, and not through she was doing that. I just saw her in Speaker's Corner at the time when all that was going on about all sorts of different things in religion. And this is going to come into it in a minute. People get triggered. And then I met the lovely Roxanne, who I've got to get in contact with soon. And then I saw Red Pill Phil on these marches in London with, if anybody knows, Reverend Simon Sideways, and I used to be in his chat over on a Discord thing, and I used to talk about other stuff that they weren't into and couldn't see it. Don't know what they think now, I don't know. And then I realised Red Pill Phil was from my end, and then I found out Red Pill Phil was like 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes down the road from me, and I was like, no shit, Sherlock, like that, people are meeting up. And then Tracy said today, no way, because Tracy's from Ireland, I was like, do you know Gran Torino? And if you don't know Gran Torino, you don't know Gran Torino. Well, you want to get to know Gran Torino in Ireland doing his good old thing. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I was on his channel years ago because we came through a thing called We the People 24/7, which is where you know who Q came from. And Daddy Dragon was on that channel with Gran Torino, and I got in the chat and they got to know who I was, and then people have seen me on, I think they spotted me on Daddy Dragon's channel, and he said hi to me before, and Gran Torino, and all this is matching up everywhere, especially with Ireland. If you know who's been suppressing Ireland and who's stuck the big beak in Ireland, which is Hillary Clinton. Just saying, they're involved over there. So all this stuff just linking up, which is bonkers, but it's not a coincidence. And then me connecting with people that, saw these people or like these people, so it's all like crazy, but then it's not. But basically having a lovely conversation with, and I'll come into chat in a bit, Tracy, you're very strong soul and big heart. Thank you, Pam. With Tracy, we're not going to talk about everything, but we were talking about like the connection back to God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. Like the lovely Rainbow Wizard said today, someone said they really liked what you said, we are the children of the universe, we are the children of God, we are. Sorry if you're going to get triggered by this, but Jews, me and Tracy were saying, this was my nana's. She wasn't, but she got it on holiday. But then again, who knows? But I said a few months ago, we're all Jews, because if you believe in God and you believe in source, then there you go. Because why did they try and suppress these people? I'm not talking about the fake ones. There's a lot of fake ones out there who pretend they are. This to me has a massive meaning, and it always has, because one, it's the triangle down and the triangle up. Feminine, masculine, as above, so below. It's all the elements as well. Water, earth, fire, and water as well. A bit like the pentagram, but different. But it stands for, and like we're talking about Hebrew and Israel and all that's going on. And as above, so below. As within, so without. As a universe, so the soul. Yeah. But we were talking about this because Tracy was saying she's been to there. The people are lovely, and they are. And this goes back to the whole Tommy Robinson thing. When Tommy Robinson first came out, I'm not saying people are still stuck in certain circles, because they are, but people would call him a Zionist, and it's like, do you even know what you're talking about? Because that's bullcrap, right? The people over there are lovely people, and they do actually get on with the Muslims over there and what's going on over there. But the news will put out different stories, and they'll always get them divided, because they want the Middle East divided, because the holy grounds and stuff. This is how I see it. We got told by you know who, the number 17, ages ago. This always stuck in my head. The last one will be Israel. That also goes to mainstream media. Israel, not the people, not the true Jewish lovely people and all that resides and all that know over there. And I said to Tracy today, yeah, what people don't understand is a lot of people go, oh, when the Messiah comes over there, oh, it's Trump, we put the bank of, what was it, Israel in the black, whatever. I'm like, no, when that's united, heaven on earth, peace on earth, boom. Don't know if people get that, but it is. But it is. Because they've tried to divide like they divide with everything. But it's not the Messiah. It's the rightful thing of what is going on over there. Because they believe in God. And then I went into the whole thing of, and that's why I love Roseanne Barr, because she got fired from a job, and we all know why, for shouting out about something. She's Jewish. It's not a Zionist. And people go on, they're the fake, the Khazarian mafia that pretend they are that they're not. These ones that pretend they're Jews that they're not. It's in the Bible as well. You know, me and Tracy were having a chat. I may talk about many different things, because I am many different things, and I can take bits of whatever I like, because it's all there. It's in every religion you look at, different name, different whatever. I've got the Bible. You can read that. I read it so differently. I read it of a book of the stars to 3 kings with the 3 stars in the sky. It's so different the way you look at different things, even though they've twisted stuff, but it is all there. And I just think it's amazing. You know, and you've got the prophecies of Kim Clements, and is it Clements? And you've got like Trey, I can't remember what his name is. But when you look into it, it's like, no wonder number 17 said Israel will be last. Also means mainstream media as well, because it's like, you know, people go against this because they don't know the true meaning, because they feed into all the bullshit that everyone else puts out there, and especially what mainstream media put out. So, you know, I don't know if anyone's getting what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. And me and Tracy had a massive, big conversation, just getting each other on a higher level. And hi, everyone who's just come in, but I'm just on a roll. So, and we were like, lots of symbols have been adopted, and misinterpreted. They have. The swastika wasn't the swastika. It was put a little bit on the side by Hitler. That was a symbol of peace by the Buddhists, and they took it because they've took a lot of symbols. But when people shout out, because I've seen it all over YouTube for a couple of years about this, and they don't understand what it is, and they call everyone a Zionist because they're just regurgitating something that they've heard, and they don't actually look into nothing. They don't actually look into anything. They're just regurgitating what people say. Jewish symbol was used by other people other than the Jewish religion before the Jewish religion. Yeah, well, a lot of stars were used because, but they were a lot that new, because if people go on about Jesus, well, there was something before that. There was ancient, stuff before that, pre-Christian. You could say that with the pentagram and stuff like that. And that's where, people need to start looking a little bit deeper, because there was more before that. But we all know certain symbols have been used. But this is what I'm saying. As above, so below. As within, so without. As a universe, so the soul. You are part of God, universe, whatever you want to call it. As above, we are connected to the above, the heavens. We are connected to the celestial beings in the sky, the body in the sky, the tree of life, whatever you want to call it. The celestial body, God's body in the sky. We're like cells ourselves. They're cells above. Their energies affect us and stuff like that. That's why I say, when you're in connection and all that stuff that comes in, it just makes more and more sense the more you go into it. They hijack to control people. Yes, they do. Instead of enlightening people, yes, they do. And hide the real truths. Yes, they do. I wear a 40. I wear a 40-gram 9-carat Jesus piece. Japan. Oh, it's biblical, and I'm so blessed to have my eyes wide open. Thank you. Thank the Lord. Yeah, Teresa, and it is biblical. And number 17 said it's getting and it is getting biblical, especially with this resurrection that's coming. That's all I'm saying. Easter. I'm not putting a date on it. Just saying. Don't look too deep. Yeah, well, I know about looking too deep because I spoke about this before. You do go deep. You need to go deeper. I'm not talking about the rabbit holes that get you lost. I'm saying deep on other things. You can go down the rabbit holes. You've just got to come out. But I don't mean deep on the rabbit holes up there. I mean deep on source connection. Don't get swimming around there. I've been there. I've come away from that. Hey, Doom Show, last train out. How are you doing? Are you still on YouTube? They are here and always were. What are here and always were? Are you talking about the ancient deities and stuff like that? Yeah. Have you seen my old videos? Yeah. They've always been here. Energies, entities, whatever you want to call them. All sorts. Angels. Oh, they're all there. They're all there doing the thing everywhere. Perfectly said there. God is about who flips everything. Yeah. That's why the pentagram, the star that I've worn before, they revert the other way. It's not saying it's bad. It's just saying when it's upside down, which they normally have it, it's material world over the spiritual. When we have it the right way up, which is turning that way up, it's spiritual over the material. Meaning, that's where we're all going in the age of Aquarius. Air is spirit. It's biblical, so make sure to read. Well, yeah, you can read or not read. I mean, I've read bits of this. I don't need to, because actually I look at stuff and think, well, yeah, I know. It's just a knowing. But it is funny to go back to maybe what you thought the Bible was. And then if I looked at it now, I'd just be like, whoa, because it's more of I read it more of what's the word? I always get this word wrong. Not an analogy, a metaphors and things like that. Is that the right word? When you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, I can see how they twisted that to make it sound like it was that, but actually it's not, it's this. It's like, wow, but it's all in all books. And then we were talking about the Book of Enoch, which they wanted to take out, and they probably twisted that. The Book of Enoch, I've got the Book of Enoch actually somewhere on my shelf. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, eyes to see. I have the eyes that see all. Most people do have the eyes that see all. But you don't need to look at too much. Right, let me see. Have I got it up here somewhere? Somewhere. Oh, yeah. The Book of Enoch. The origins of Christianity, because me and Tracy were saying basically, it was all a big book, or it was all guidelines, basically, for the way to live your life in peace, love, and harmony. That's how I see it. Because some people, I think, need that. They need the rules, the law of the universe, because some people out there, it's like, if this was a knife, I've said this before, I would use the knife to cut bread and chop things like maybe wood and stuff like that. Other people would use it to kill people because, they're, oh, somebody said this about Miss Manning to go and do that. No. Basic, the emerald tablets. If it's all there, it's that thing of how do you live the law of the universe, the law under God, not the law under man. That's the problem. The law under God. And isn't that why Mr. Trump says, what is it he always says? Nation under God. Yeah, because it is. It's not under man-made laws. It's under God. The law of the universe is be good to thyself and others, and don't do to others that you wouldn't have done to yourself. I mean, simple. Basically, that's why I've said the pre-Christianity, those sort of Christian values. Yeah, I believe in them as well. I believe in them as well. Matthew 6 is very good. Go within the closet. Yeah, when you look at it, and it's like some people will say, oh, it means this and it means that, and so many different things of certain places that will put stuff out of like, oh, the sins and this, that, and the other, and it's like, no, you got to look at it a different way. So, what we all saying in chat. Love the Book of Enoch. Yeah. So, and then I have the connection with, funny that I've got blue butterflies in today, but God has the eye that sees all. Yeah, they all see an eye. Oh. I mean, they like in, what was it called again? The Lord of the Rings, Salamander, whatever he was called. I would call him Salamander. That was the evil all-seeing eye, but there isn't. There's God's all-seeing eye, and God does see all. And I said to Tracy today, there's lots of people out there that do bad. And, everybody's farted in their life and they'll make out they didn't. So we've all done things, as in the things we do sometimes when we say things or we do things and it's not really good, and hopefully we reflect on it. But we've all been hoodwinked. So people shouldn't get too up in like, oh, my God, because we've all been hoodwinked. But at the end of the day, I just say, I hope you do know what you're saying and putting out there when you actually realise that what's been going on, and you realise what you've been a part of, and then you start putting that right and reflecting on what you've done or said, and forgive people as well, and forgive yourself, because at the end of the day, I believe you get your soul weighed. Your soul knows whether you're lying, even if you don't know you're lying. So if you're lying about something or someone and you're putting negativity out, that will be weighed. It's a bit like the Egyptian thing of was it in the when they went in the can't think, and they got it weighed by that crocodile looking thing, whatever. You can sit there all day and say what you want. Your soul will be weighed, and your soul will be read, and your soul, do you know what I mean? That's how I see it. Personally, that's how I see it. Your soul will be weighed, and your soul can't lie. Even if you think you're not lying, your soul will be weighed. So yeah, the Book of Enoch will open the eyes of unbelievers if they read it. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, this isn't a big book. This isn't like parts of it, or I don't know if that's the bit that's I know there's different bits, but yeah, be going bed with that again tonight. My grandmother told me when I was a young child that she followed the books that had been taken out. Yeah, the books that had been taken out. She died in 1984, and it was only 2 years ago I understood what she meant. I know, and isn't it funny, Mary, how you'll look back now and go, my nana said when she passed away in 2017 on the 7th of July, it's not what you think it is. And I was like, what? Now I'm like, oh. And this was hers, that she got on holiday somewhere. And I'm like, this means quite a lot to me. And when I saw it, I was like, well, why she got that? Does she know about this? I was like, So it's like connecting all the dots. And also, like the title I've put, faith, letting go. You've got to have faith to let go, but you've got to have that faith, like me and Rainbow Wizard was saying today. You've got to have that faith in source. The universe is guiding us, and if you connect to that, you're not going to be in fear of stuff, even though it feels funny sometimes. Judgment Day for all us God-fearing folk. Yeah, Judgment Day is coming. This is why I've said I'm not bothered, because at the end of the day, people are going to get seen for what they are and what they've done, and if you want to say repent and all that, I just say you forgive yourself and others. But at the end of the day, if people are carrying on in a certain energy and they know, that's okay. That's okay, because your soul can't lie at the end of the day. To judge, to weigh up according to Torah. Yes, the Torah. The Torah, me and Tracy were talking about that. The Torah is the book, and the Jewish know that, and like certain Muslims, certain who follow the Torah and not the Quran, is it, or whatever. I'm not getting into all that, but I'm just saying. And that's why even the tarot's got the Torah on it. And yeah, it's just amazing, basically. And that's why I love Roseanne Barr, because she talks a lot about that, because she's Jewish as well, and a lot of people don't know. And she's got a big gob, and I love her. She's funny. Some people can't listen to her, but I love Roseanne Barr, and she follows you know who, and a supporter of you know who. And I can't think why, because I just look around this realm now, and I'm like, oh, this is why I connected with all these people, and the people that I connect with in chat, and the people that I've been recently having new chats with, and we're all like, oh no shit, Sherlock, like all this is adding up, and it's like biblical. Manx Saturn was a pentagon on the top. Santos shared that in the videos. Yeah, do you mean the thingy? Maybe, but it may have been upside down. But Saturn's had a lot to do with stuff, because it's been a lot of control off that, but that system's falling. I mean, he's really good, but I don't follow everything he says. You know, at the end of the day, it's the pattern that Venus makes when it does its travels, and it is turning the right way up and all that, and this, that, and the other. So yeah, you know what I mean? Hi all, Sovereign Rights. Hey Miss Dolly, glad I joined you live. Thank you. Yeah, a hexagon. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. But yeah. Yeah, the cube, that's why they say in other countries the cube that they follow around with the energy and all that. Yeah, I've seen all that, and I don't follow too much into it. But yeah, there's all that stuff of, you could say even maybe if they tried to trap Saturn with the rings or whatever, but we all know that you know, that's why they say Saturn, Satan. They've tried to have that ruling sort of energy in this, that, and the other, but that's all breaking down now, because that's not where we're going. So it's all good. It's all good. Brandon C, you have such a beautiful mind and a super hot, please don't ban me. I won't ban you. And it's funny because I wasn't going to say, because Tracy said the same thing today. But Tracy was like, I really have enjoyed talking to you, whatever it was you said, Tracy, because your mind is very like, I'm connecting to it. And we were connecting probably with the Irish thing as well, but the connection of like trauma, which I don't need to go into because that's private, trauma, certain things that have gone on with narcissistic people, this stuff that you have when you go through trauma, people that come at you when you're shining your light, and you're talking about certain things that they don't want to see. And in a certain way, I'm not going to talk about certain things we talked about, but there's a certain thing when some people out there, you can tell people till you're blue in the face, and they don't want to look at it. And it could be something of someone in your family, and you're saying, yeah, this happened. They're like, they don't want to look at it, because they don't want to see that. It's like the world today don't want to look under that carpet. They don't want to see the bad that's going on. Well, you need to. And I said to Tracy, have you read the little book? I may have to read it out again. The children's book, The Little Soul and the Sun. That soul wanted to know when it was part of God's source. The sun, it was a candle. You were all candles of light, let's just say. And that little soul wanted to know, well, how do I know that I'm light? Because we're all light. We're all here. I'm just going to put this story quite short. I'm reading a book, I know. Right. He thinks vegan and vegetarian is our natural diet. Is bullshit. Well, I'm not getting into the whole thing with vegan and vegetarian, because there's all that, and then people are saying maybe we could eat this fruit and veg and just fish because we're coming out of the age of Pisces. And I just think sometimes it's each to their own at the minute. I mean, maybe the way there is going, I know I need to eat certain more stuff and this, that, and the other, and they say we're supposed to be more, what is it? Are we too acidic, and we're supposed to be more, what's the other word? I always forget the other word. Acidic, what's the other one? Alkaline. We're supposed to be more alkaline, aren't we, than acid? Yeah, and all that. But even if we're meant to be, we'll all get there in the end. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Actually, the species before us were vegan. Yeah, that's what I mean. So maybe we are going back there, you know, certain ways. But someone said something about, yeah, we're meant to be, but if you want to eat anything, you could have fish because we're going out the age of Pisces, which It's a bit funny with God and the whole fish and breaking bread thing. Right, what's happened to this camera? Oh, there we go. So, but I'm not getting into all that. Maybe that's a chat we'll have. But yeah, I know we're supposed to be more, is it alkaline than acid? And we get told, and I've known this for a long time, we get the actual food pyramid's supposed to be the wrong way around. You know what they say, it's important, which, yeah. But that's another thing. And people will gradually maybe come off certain things because food's an addiction as well. And we all love food. So it's hard to go from something like, yeah, you've got to be this straight away. I tried veganism ages ago, just went straight bang into it, didn't do me any well. I think it's a gradual thing, like everything is with the routines that we're trying to get in and things that we're trying to let go of. It's not something we can always go, oh, like that with. I know there's certain things in my life I've got to let go of, which I've put on my goals, or the goals that I want to bring in, and that'll move in slowly. It's not going to be a big thing like that for me. Neutral pH, yeah, I've got books on it as well. I've got my alkaline books, and I know this, but it is hard to do sometimes, especially in the winter. And I think it's just going to be a lot easier with people trying to look after themselves as we're going into spring and summer, because you get that happy vibe of the sun anyway, and you want to eat more fruit and veg and salad and stuff like that. And you know, yeah, I'm addicted to food. Yeah, it's hard for people to go, oh, what, but you know, each their own. As long as you're working on bits and bobs that you're trying to work on, it's fine. We've got Deanie in the house as well, but yeah, alkaline kills mucus, which is where the disease is at. Yeah. And a lot of people know this, and a lot of people talked about like Santos Benici. We've got Charlie Freak. There's loads of people that talk about it, but sometimes it's not easier done than said. We can go back into things and all stuff like that. But yeah, so we all just do this slowly. I went vegan for 6 months, couldn't do it. Yeah, I mean, that's where you could go, you know, like vegetarian or pescatarian and then go into that. But like I said, it's each their own, because everybody's different. One thing might suit others, that might not suit another. But I just think if we're more in line with balance. So I remember someone saying once, they had a big discussion, I can't remember who it was, someone on YouTube ages ago, and they said, this person said, well, I like meat, and this person was like, yeah, and they were vegetarian. It was that big thing. He said, yeah, but we're not going to fight over it. It's just like the meat eater said, well, I could agree with like eating less meat and coming into balance, because we all know how they farm things these days, because we're all greedy bastards basically. So that's why the animals are in certain things. And they were like, yeah, if people could be more like that. And they were sort of agreeing on stuff. They weren't arguing and headbutting. They were just like, yeah, if people could be a bit more like that, it'd be better, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm not going into all that, because that is another chat. Now I forgot what I was talking about anyway. So what was I talking about before that? I like meat, fish, and love veg. Yeah, I do like fish actually, but they said like not eating fish like obviously whales and dolphins and stuff like that. Obviously, just like, and you're not going to eat the scuttlers off the floor either, because they're all the bottom lowing, vibing things. Rather have fish, milk, and eggs than hurt living. Yeah, and it's funny because there's a lot of people who are saying the dairy products and eggs are not good for you and they're acidic. But then sometimes I think, isn't there certain stuff they do with milk these days that wasn't like way back, like Fresh Popper, the way they say, oh yeah, we've got to do this. I mean, I'm not getting into all the food, because that's mind boggling as well. But we all know that's a part of the ascension, I would say, as well, if you want to say that. Fruitarian with some fish, mainly due to, yeah, and I think it's hard these days anyway. So no matter what people say when they say, oh, grow your own stuff, well, there's countries that can't really do that. In the UK, it's not brilliant at the minute. And then you can do that. And then there's people saying, oh, get organic. Well, a lot of things that they say are organic aren't organic. So do you know what I mean? I think when things change, things will change. But anyway, not getting into all that. Yeah, each to their own. Only you know your avatar. Exactly. Everybody's different. Everyone's going to do something different. So each to their own. I'm not telling anyone what to do. Anyway, yeah, it's all about balance. Definitely. Because we've been out of balance and the world's been out of balance, even with food, as in animal stuff. That's why there's more of that horrible stuff that's going around, because it's been out of balance. Yeah, give thanks to your food and eat plants and animals all have souls. Yeah, give thanks to your food. Yeah, definitely. I have 12 chickens and a rooster. I love my eggs. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh, I'm not hungry. You said you're hungry. Enjoyed this stream, Dolly. Okie dokie night. Thank you. Oh, thanks for coming in, Captain Sea Kel. I was going to call you Captain Sea Salt. So, anyway, what was I talking about before we got into the subject of food, which is the thing, but it's not what I'm really talking about. What was I waffling on about? Yeah, connection to source. I don't know. Where was I at with everything? I don't know. Anyone remember? This is why it's hard trying to keep a track of not getting distracted. Oh, yeah. Pasteurizing and split the fat particles and makes you sick. Yeah, something to do with that. So I don't believe it's not because we're supposed to be having dairy products. I think it's what they do with it today. lots of plastic in, lots of like margarines and stuff like that, not proper butter. So there's all that going on, you know what I mean? So it's very deep when people start saying, oh, we should be eating this. It's like, yeah, it's all right for some people to say that might be living in other countries where they can just pick fruit off trees, and it's like, oh yeah, well, we're doing it. Yeah, well, everyone's not in that position, and not everyone can just bog off to that situation at the minute. So I'm just putting that out there. Got to do the best you can. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Book of Enoch. And then obviously, you know, if people don't know, when I had the whole, I'm gonna have to go and check on my screen, you know, I had the whole face thing going on a few weeks ago with the whole Archangel Michael energy that, you know, I believe it was, and that was bonkers. But oh yeah, because I said I was talking to Tracy, and we were just having all this conversation about how mad it is, and people are connecting, and it's not a coincidence people connecting, and it's just the greatest time to be alive. And some people can't see that, but it is actually the greatest time to be alive with what's going on and how biblical it's getting. It's mad, but crazy, but good. Crazy, but good. I believe as well, just so we're clear. Oh yeah. A lot of people, you know, some people thought it was insidious and evil, but then people would think that, especially if they're not connecting to certain things. I mean, it was a message for me at the end of the day, and what's important was a message for me, and that wasn't the message I got, because personally the work I've been doing with self was totally different. So yeah, so if I can find it somewhere on here, I'm gonna go through and try and find it. But yeah, basically, you know, everything I've been through and came through, and certain holes I've been through and not been through, and this, that, and the other, has been all to do with coming back to self, which is coming back to God source, basically, you know, whatever you want to call it. So is it on here? It's on here, but I'm just gonna have to go through and find it. I think it's coming up very soon. Back to the squid locker by Ordinary Bear. Squid locker. Everybody say bye. Right, I'm going through. Where was it? Where was it? I would find it. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's a coming. Right. Where was you? Why have I put her up there? You can go. It's a coming. It's a coming. Yeah, things will change in the end. You know, there's communities coming together and wanting to do something. Right, here's a picture. It just, every time I see it, I'm like, wow. I don't know if it's going to come up on camera. Yeah, and it does look a bit freaky. It's just the way the light is with the grin and everything because of the fence behind it. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go on my community page and keep scrolling until you find this picture. I don't know. But the chin's there, the face is there, the mouth, nose, and eyes. And there's the 3 pictures I took. Because only when I went back, I was like, oh, my days. Like, blue energy, Archangel Michael energy, personally for me, because that's what I've been connecting with anyway. So it's just crazy. Oh, your daughter's taken to growing her own veg. Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I grew some on. I grew some 2 years ago. I grew tomatoes, sweet corn from seed, from bird seed. That's sweet corn. Oh, and then I got some rainbow sweet corn, but I went into that, and potatoes, and there's some other bits. So I think we're definitely going to try and do some bits. And Finn has just put some avocado seed things together that I showed the other week. He's done them today. So I said, when they grow, they'll take a few weeks for the root to grow. You can have some in your bedroom, and you can call them, give them a name, and love them. So yeah, I just totally forgot what I was talking about before, but yeah, it's just this connection to everything I've come through. Basically, is just knowing this connection to God. You know, God, goddess, because God to me means universe. God to me means higher source. God to me means creator. God to me means, it does mean a feminine energy and a masculine energy together. God, goddess, whatever, but God, right? So, you know, no matter what I talk about, it is that connection, and I feel that connection. And there's 33 in chat and 22. Christ consciousness in the house as I am speaking. So what can I say? And I don't know if I switch this light off, if anything's going to happen, because the energies used to come in when I used to do this ages ago. So we'll just see. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it used to, if anyone remembers. We used to get it in when I used to switch the lights down. Now I don't know if this light is bright enough, but we used to. It was funny, but I tend to get it more upstairs now. So we'll just see. I'm not saying it's going to work, but you never. Oh, it's a bit blue. What's going on there? Oh. I can't see what I'm doing, so don't know. Oh, just messing around with the lighting now. Oh no, it's that one. Don't know. Don't know if everyone remembers. We used to. We'll see. But I used to have a certain light, and it was behind there, and it used to come here, and we used to get energies. Energies used to come in. So you never know. But I'll have to try and figure out what lighting it was. If anyone remembers in chat, you remember. It was hilarious. It was always everywhere. So blue light was night. What, the blue light? Was it? Let me test it out again. Blue light. Yeah, it's got a different one. Oh, it's got different. No, it's got. Do you think that's a bit weird? Well, that's not the blue light. Where's the blue light? Oh, is that blue? Was that a bit too bright? See if this attracts anything. I don't know if it will. It might be a bit too bright, but yeah, we used to have a certain light on, and we used to see a lot of energy flying about. It was cool, but I can't remember where I had the light in at the time. So we'll see. Oh, I love avocados. Don't talk about avocados to me. Crushed avocado with garlic sprinkled on it, and a bit of Himalayan salt, because I have Himalayan salt on everything, and crushed chili flakes. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Sue remembers. So the people who will remember that, you know, when we used to get that energy in, it was beautiful. But it tends to be upstairs now, so but yeah, where was I going with everything? But yeah, basically, the connections are so beautiful, you know, that are coming in, and the people that I am connecting with, talking to, hopefully people that want to come on my channel, moving forward with all of that, because I said this channel will move forward. I'll move forward. You know, and I was talking about before with, if you're creative and you're not just sat in front of the TV all the time, that's how you bring in source creation, God, light in yourself. And to me, that's how it works. So when I'm doing certain art and the things that I make and the things that I want to bring to the world with my creations that I create, I'm getting tingles in the hand. That's what I want to bring. And I was saying to Tracy today that, you know, that I will bring to the world, bring to the people that like my stuff, that want to, you know, I'll just put my slippers on, that want to you know, have the things that I create and put out, the things that I love to make. There's an energy in that. There's an energy in that, and that is a service to others, because if it's something you love and it's a good ass energy and it's not something that's like mass produced, there's a lot of love put into certain things, and that's not just me, that's everyone doing their own thing. You know, poetry, beautiful things. It's like sculptors making beautiful sculptures. People are seeing that energy that someone's put into that sculpture that may be out there. Not some of the shit they've put out, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful things. When people are looking at things like, oh my God, that's beautiful, it's giving me a vibe of like, wow. Even a landscape gardener doing a beautiful garden, you know, you go out in that garden, it might look like, yeah, it was all right before, and then you're like, oh wow. And then when you're planting your seeds and they come up in some, you know, spring, summer, and you see all that vibrant color, which is an energy, people, and you're like, oh my God, like, it's making me feel like, oh, you know, we're coming out of winter now. We're coming out of the dark. It's dark to light. It's dark to light. Literally dark to light what's going to be coming this year. But also dark to light with where we're going now. People are going to start feeling a bit better because of the sunlight that's coming in and the crossover. And Ostara coming up with the two, the time when dark and light is the same. And all this stuff that's coming up. It's beautiful. 8 citrus trees, 2 avocados, 1 plum, 1 celery, 1 peach, 1 nectarine. Think your creativity helps us be creative, and so help us all progress. Yeah, Mary, and that's the thing, is when we're inspiring others, I watch people go, oh my God, that's so inspiring, and it inspires me to go and do something, and I'm showing my creativity, and then that's inspiring other people, and that's how it flows, and that's what it is. And that's also with when we're talking and we're showing our light, and we're showing that we care, and we're showing that we all want to be connected. We're sharing that. I'm passing this big ball of energy on and giving it to you, and then you're passing it on to someone else, and it's all inspiring, because it's not that thing where we all sit there watching the news and the shit going on mainstream and watching all that crap and then going, let's all pass this negativity around, let's pass this negativity ball around of doom and gloom. And it's like, no, don't want that one. Thank you very much, don't want that. I also grow my hops. Oh yeah. I mean, what are you talking about food? What we like for fruit trees? I'm after a fruit tree in the UK. My nana used to have plum trees, and I think it was plum and apple trees. And because she passed away, we've still got her ashes, even though, you know, I know that isn't her. That, you know, she's here. But we want to put her ashes in something, and that was in 2017. So we've always been like, I need a plum tree in the garden. So we're trying to find a big bottom we can put a plum tree in and sprinkle ashes in there, because she was a gardener and she loved a garden, and my granddad loved his garden, and I want to represent, like, I've always wanted to call my garden my nana's garden, because that's what she loved. So we want to sprinkle that in there and then keep it sort of a small tree, so if we ever went anywhere we could sort of lift it somewhere. It'd be heavy, but take her with us, because that'll be her tree. So if anyone gets what I'm saying. Himalayan salt is all natural. Yeah, that's why I love Himalayan salt. Don't touch table salt. And peachy pink colour, much better than ordinary. Yeah, my fella's always going, God, you're going to put salt on everything. I went, yeah, they tell you not to have salt. It's a mineral. Himalayan. So I'm like, Himalayan on everything. But yeah, we just inspire each other. And that's why I said earlier on today with pretty much loaded with trees with the fruit trees garden. Where are you from, Brandon C? You in America? Yeah. Yeah, sounds like a lovely idea. Why? What did I just say? I don't even know what I just said. I don't know what I just said, Deanie, but I don't know what I just said. Used to have a neighbour who would give us some of their, oh my God, damson and soul gin. Do you know, my nana used to make damson jam all the time. She was good. She used to make jam, plum jam, damson jam, and she used to make apple pie out of her apples in the garden. So there was all that going on. Yeah, she used to do all that. And rhubarb, she used to get rhubarb off someone and make rhubarb pie for my granddad, who loved rhubarb and custard. He also liked tripe as well. With vinegar on it was minging. No lie, it was just looked horrible. We've still got 33 Christ consciousness going on in chat. But yeah, we're here to inspire, and that's why I said to Rainbow Wizard today, This is why they've tried to take people off the internet, but they can't disconnect us. That side knew as well. They'd never do that worldwide because the world would just flop. But this is why we're all connecting everywhere in these times, and we're trying to inspire by whatever means whatever you do that you love and you're inspiring people is a frequency that you put out. And if it inspires people also to get in the right mind frame at the minute with everything that's going on and stuff that's still going to be coming out, that you're calm about stuff, and we're just letting it happen. I don't mean letting it happen, because obviously there's things that need to come out, but there's people there doing all that. There's different boots on the ground, different things going on. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to keep each other, all of us calm in mind, body and soul sort of thing. So like I said, when I'm doodling things, I love making little collages sometimes, because there was this one. This was a new one that I started last year. It's just something that people used to eat in them days, and my granddad liked it, and I was like, what is it? And then I found out what it was, and I was like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Blech. It looked disgusting. You didn't eat, like, you couldn't cover that with nothing. Yeah, that's just making me heave every time. Oh yeah, and you see this, it's funny because when I look back on this now, and I did this last year, it says on this little quote, soul circus. There is a soul circus going on at the minute. Creativity, be brave and share your creative gifts. I do share my gifts, and I was laughing with Tracy today, because I've said this so many times. How can it be a coincidence that Janine in Hebrew, when we were talking about Hebrew, and she's very into Hebrew stuff, and it is because that is, you know, good thing to be looking into, means gift from God, right? It's not me being big-headed. That's what my name means. But then I found out, was it the end of last year, this year, that Dolly, as in Dolly Daydream, because that's my nickname, Dolly means the same thing in Hebrew. Can't make this shit up. I'm like, well, that is something told me, we'll go and look for what your nickname means. How can you have a nickname and a name that is exactly the same meaning? And I'm like, no way. No way, Jose. You know what I mean? So that's like aligning yourself with yourself. And then it says, in the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. I love that. Because there is the light. In the midst of winter, which we're all coming out of, because we're going to spring and we're going to the light. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. Boom. Ooh, rice pudding, yeah. And then I've got wellness. And then what was I writing here? To be still quiet, breathe in peace, breathe out love. Breathe in peace, breathe out love. And then I put, when people take a look outside their bubble, they will realise love comes from within. Some people are not going to like it when their bubble bursts. They will have to find ways to comfort and heal themselves. I'm just looking back, you see. New year approaching. The new year is approaching, because we know this is the new year, not the one they put out. Then there was this little thing going on. This woman cooking and blah, blah, blah. And it says, we can gift our dream future by taking action now. And then it says, do what you love what you do, where this woman's just baking. That's her passion. That's her creation. That's source coming through her, baking all these lovely treats and things for people to love and enjoy. Success is not about money or status or fame. It's about finding a livelihood. Yeah. A livelihood that brings me joy and I can never say this word. Self-sufficiency and a sense of contributing to the world. That's what I said before. It's about service to others. There's a lot of people that don't get it out there. Oh, he's looking for fame. No. When you're doing something, you're hopefully looking for a livelihood, something that can bring you a livelihood that is also a service to others, contributing to the world. Well, I know the things that I want to bring in with my artistic ways and the things that I create. And when people purchase this, I am contributing to the world. I'm contributing to that frequency, high indigo rays, that energy that's gone into that thing that I've put together, and I love it, and then I put that out, and then someone else loves it. That's contributing. It's a frequency. It's an energy. So I've always seen it like that, and some people don't understand that, you know. And then I put this one was the power of presence. being present, in the present, in the now. And this was just something I stuck together, and it was just a collage, and it says, learning about energies and emotions has been one of the most freeing but frustrating things I am learning, that I've been learning over the past 2 years. Back to center point, balance is here. And then mindfulness, we've got a little eye and all the little eyes of consciousness, because everything's conscious, you know what I mean? Take a higher perspective, and then you've got this couple, and I've drawn in the yin and yangs, and like balance there with the masculine and feminine. And it says, to see both sides, there must be a middle center point balance. And then something else going on that I haven't finished off yet. Then there was the little angel. I used to be rich, estate agent. Now I'm wealthy but poor, artist, never happier. Exactly. Self-love is to mind your business. Said this before. Mastering our human self with our multi-dimensional self. Balance. Can't be too much of one thing. Two worlds residing as one. Merge and purge. Merge and purge. Merge and the purge. Can't be much of the one thing, just all things. And then there was this one that I've not done, and it's got all energy coming off it and different things about, you know, whatever makes you connect to the nature, do more of. Whatever makes you help others, do more of. Whatever makes you be, do more of. Whatever makes you laugh, do more of. Whatever makes your soul shine and sing, do more of. Whatever inspires you to be a better person, do more of. Whatever you love, do more of. Full circle. What you put out, what you receive. Audrey Bear, I was baking some things, and like rock cakes, pretty young. Motivation, very few treats in the cupboards. I sometimes get days back, their memories coming back. Yeah, and you should do that. And then was there anything? Oh yeah, and then I did this thing that didn't really get finished off. It's a bit mad. I don't know what I wrote on it. Oh, finding the light in the darkness. Switch it on. Remember what I said about switching your own light on, and then all the moths come, but you know, it doesn't matter because they get burnt in the end. You know what I'm saying? So as we go along our path, spiritual enlightenment, we start to remember we are one with everything. Animal. We are the animal kingdom, plant, the tree kingdom, and the heavenly realms. But are we forgetting we are human too? And the need, and we need to remember this. It's balance, both and two realms and core. We are the bridge, the rainbow bridge, human beings, colours. That's why I put the rainbow in there. And then connected to everything, remember, be human too, because it's the heavenly realms. We're making heaven on earth, and that's what I was trying to say about Israel before. When the Middle East is united, it's not as separate as they make out it is, but that'll be peace on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth is that consciousness coming in, that universal law coming in, and we're bringing it here. We're not going off planet like everyone thinks we are. Some people thought, oh, the event in 2012 will go. No, it isn't. It's about taking responsibility. A lot of people are like, I want to get off planet, I'm sick of it. Yeah, because you're not facing up to your responsibilities and facing your, you know, facing yourself. We're bringing it down. It's never happened before, ever. We're bringing it in, we're anchoring it. That's what's going on. And then there was this bit going on that I haven't finished yet. You know, this was just about colour me happy, because colours hold a frequency. Love, compassion, understanding, and frequency. Like, you could say me and my fella don't absolutely agree on everything, especially with some movements and stuff, but we have compassion for each other, and we have that understanding and unconditional love, and its frequency. He knows where I'm coming from, even when I'm doing stuff like this, and sometimes he doesn't understand everything I'm doing, and that's okay, because we've got that connection of he knows where this is coming from. You know, and then this is the one I did the other day when I was doing the whole clearing with the new moon in Pisces. This light's doing me head in now, so I'm gonna try and go back to normal, whatever normal is. Thank you, Leona. Is it Leona? Don't know what that was. Don't know what light I had on. But anyway, you know, and that's the one that I did in the new moon in Pisces, and it was very relaxing to do. And I was in a meditative state when I was doing it. I was thinking about these things that I want to bring in, the new beginnings of me, the newness I want to bring into me. So I've got a few cards to pull. Honest to God, I don't know what I was going to do today. There's some things I wrote down to mention, and I think I've totally forgot because I've left it upstairs. But I'm definitely going to be bringing more art onto the channel because it's, you know, to me, it's needed. And I think people like seeing certain arty bits and certain stuff. But I think I was having a flap last week. So I was like, you know, this channel will change. And there's loads of things I want to talk about. It's just mad because I'm just like, maybe it should be a bit like this. Maybe it should be a bit like that. I'm just like, just do your thing. Just do your thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more in certain things because my art tells a story, and there's going to be a lot of stories I'm going to be telling through my art as well. And I'm going to show you that I have a lot of it and new stuff and everything. And a lot of it, I can tell a story through my art. And I think my art can tell a story more than words can say sometimes, you know. So I'm just going to pull chakra cards, see what we get. Got a few decks here, so I'm just going to pull a few. And it's a bit like cards when a lot of people get scared about decks, and me and Tracy were talking about something today. Is decks to me are just another way of connecting to source self. You don't have to do that, but I'm like a visual learner. Everyone learns differently, so I like seeing pictures and things, and it just validates what I already know because your higher self already knows anyway. But it's just that bit of, yeah, you were right, and then you're like, oh no. Divination. This is divination. A lot of people get freaked out about this, especially if the very highly religious says in the Bible, don't do this, don't do that. It would say that. But it's just another way of connection, like tea leaf. There's loads of things, you know, crystals, everything. You're connecting all the time. If you're praying, it's divination to me. Divination, divine. It's a connection to the divine. So, you know, the more you know, the more you're not afraid of certain stuff. And I don't see it as some people see it. I see more as an intuitive reading, and I see more as energy, not like this is going to happen, and if you don't do this, this is going to happen. Especially in the tarot with the major arcana and the minor arcana, there's a lot to do with like fate and destiny sort of energies, and your energy that can change it depending on how many cards. But I'm not going into all that. I'm just saying, you know, you isolation again. Do you remember this? Do you remember we got this card last time? Isolation. A lot of people feel like they're in isolation, but remember, it's a tuxedo there. It was time for an invitation. An invitation to what? Get back to connected to source, because you've had the time to do your spiritual work on yourself, and you'll still be doing it. Still going to be going through this. There's still going to be shit happening, and you've got to get in and do the work, and you're going to be doing this for quite a while. So was the isolation, because the isolation to me when we first started all this was an invitation. A lot of people didn't take that invitation. A lot of people are waking up to that invitation now. But we knew it was an invitation to get into that. Some people were seeing it as a bad thing. We were all like, oh my God, that's time to go within and actually do the work. Actually do the work. I say the cards are like walking stick, just giving a bit of support to the spiritual connection. Yeah, they are. A lot of people go, oh my God, they're evil, this, that, and everything. I see a lot of people who read, and I see a lot of angry people who read out there, and I'm like, oh my God, what's that all about? You know. But the more like you're connected to certain things, the more you'll connect to certain things. And I do connect with my cards. So that's why normally, you know, when something's jumped out, it's normally exactly what we've been talking about. I'm going to do the angel cards because I was talking about Archangel Michael before. So I might as well get some angel cards going and see what they say. Yeah, it does all come down to intent. As I've said before, magic, which is what energy is, isn't, I've said this a million times, isn't good or bad. It's just, to me, it's just energy. It's your intent you put on it. If you're a shitty, bad person, then you're going to have what the intent you're putting out is going to be shitty, isn't it? If you're not a shitty person, it's not going to be shitty. That's why these sides, hi Rita, you know, you could say, oh, those in control, that they put stuff out knowing this, but what they use it for, you could say, is evil. And other people who know use it for good. It's who you are as a person. Simple as. It's all to do with intent. Like I said, you have a knife, what do you use it for? Cut bread, cut some sticks up, do stuff like that. Other people, not good people, will use it to kill somebody or do something bad with it. Do you know what I mean? It's all in you and your intent and how you are as a person. So, you know, magic, energy, whatever you call it, it's all the same to me. Is the intent that you put on it. So when people get freaked out, you're like, oh, I did a little clearing ritual on full moon in Pisces. Oh, that's really evil because it's like a ritual. No, it's just a thing that I went through and was putting intentions out there for me to clear stuff of any negative energies that's hanging about, any old ways, any old sort of like habits or anything that I'm trying to get rid of. And then what I wanted to bring in for me, because also bringing in that intention for me to bring in beautiful things also helps other people. So, you know, this is why I say people need to come into people's chats sometimes and just listen instead of jumping all over something when they don't listen to people properly. Right, we've got Maya Blue. We've got schooling, study, and education. Help your life's purpose. Personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. We're not talking about schooling, as someone said in chat before, as that sort of education. We're talking about education as in you educating yourself with the whole what do we call it, self-development programming that you are going through now in the study of maybe different things that you weren't told about. You're allowed to study and read books. That helps people as well. You know, whatever can help you is, I see it more of that. We're not talking about the schooling education. That thing will fall in the end and a new structure. It won't fall, but that structure will fall and new will come in place of that. I totally believe that. I'm not in fear of that because it's not the teachers at school, it's the high ups. And once that's been taken out and there's more holistic ways that other schools have done and they do in other countries, that can start coming in. Hi, Ordinary Bear. Hi, Lois. And then I've got Super Attractor. Thought we'd have a Super Attractor. This is a moon card, seeing as we had the full moon in Pisces. So let's have Super Attractor. And I don't know if there is anyone in chat that I can take note of if anyone wanted to come on. And you have to be someone that I've known for a bit, really, who would like to come on my channel. Like we got the wizard on today after we got it working. If anyone would like to come on for a bit of a chat interview sort of thing, I don't know. And we've got when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Yeah, you do. And this is what I was saying to Tracy again today. There's a lot of people out there who are in lack, they're in fear. They go around doing this, that, and the other because they're in lack of, like, oh my God, like there's no room for me. Like if this person's this, or this person's doing that, it's like, no, that's lack. There's abundance for everybody in everything they're doing. There's abundance for everybody. We're all here to do our own thing. It's not a competition. It's not to be in lack. There's abundance everywhere. And when you tune into that energy, it's all there for everybody. Yeah. And then we've got Lightseers Tarot. We're going to try and get one out. This is the card that these are the ones that I quite like for myself. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a, see if we can get a bit of a don't know if I do these cards. Some cards are thick sometimes and I can't even see, can you? No, but she's coming off. I put this on today and it's coming off now. So let's see what we get. Oh, there we go. Let's see what card it is. Oh, you ready? Oh, I love this card as well. One of my favorite ones, the Star, number 17. 17. And that's beautiful because to me the star is, I mean, she's got a cord there, she's sat on earth reading this intuitively, connected to source, connected to God, connected to the stars, connected to the heavens, connected. She's anchoring that light in. She's a star and she's shining. She's shining her light bright. She ain't letting go of that cord. She's anchoring it in. Like, that's what we're all supposed to be doing. It's number 17 as well, which is 8, which is infinity. Which number 17, if you ever watched the Roseanne Barr, watch her when she had a guy and once, number 17 in Hebrew or something, means it was something like the something of light, which I said then went into the whole thing of the hidden scrolls of Quell, which in German means source. Just saying, you know, all matches up. It's not a coincidence. Boom. Beautiful. Woo. So good and great direction. Yeah. So I know we're in the beautiful. I love this deck. It's the Lightseers Tarot. It's gorgeous. I'm very connected to these. Moon. Very, very connected. I've got a big set as well. A big set. And then I thought I'd just do the Wisdom Oracle before I go. So I've got the heating on. I'm absolutely bloody boiling now. And it's really funny because I got that the other day. Go to the sea, and it's like swim your own way. Go to the waters. It's number 7. That came out the other day, and I said to my fella after I did my clearing, that's the card that I pulled out. I was like, oh my god, look! And he was like, what? Number 7, number 7. Go to the waters where we all came from. Source. And it was like find your own way. You know, you've got the little binoculars in your boat, and you've got the little you know. Actually, I'll read what this means because these are oracle decks, and I know it's something to do with that energy. It's something to do with that, but I will read it out the book because it is quite beautiful. But that's and then you've got the face. Can you see the face? The blue face. But I will read this because it is beautiful. Would you be awesome to see you on a Dolly Daydream chat? Yeah, Lois, it would actually. I don't know if you'd ever fancy coming on and just having a chat about how I don't know, just like where you came to the chat and stuff like that. I don't know, but yeah, I have spoke to Lois. So right, just let me find this number 7. So it was number 7, and I said to my fellow, it's number 7 though. He's like, what? Well, it's number 7. It's number 7. It's that number. But I'm going to read this out because I know it's something to do with that sort of thing. So it says, to the sea, being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Well, that's what I've been talking about, isn't it? And then it says, the message is, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in flow of life? When events and conditions seems to engage you in the way that is fluid and effortless. This card reminds you that going with the flow is, and makes me laugh, water, Pisces and all that. Yeah, defo up for that. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Checking my cameras on. It was on yeah, I've just got to send you a link through whatchamacallit, email. Exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow, are you ready? Remember what the title is. Allow trust and faith to guide you towards forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Remember I was talking about the rivers today with I was going to say Red Pill Phil then, with Rainbow Wizard. So beautiful. And then it says a relationship message is, there are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutable journey leads. And this is what I've had to do with my fellow, because I used to go on about a few things and we argued a little bit over a few little things at the beginning, and then I just let it go. I thought, this isn't, you know, I'm not arguing about that. I'm letting it go, not letting that person go, letting that, I don't need to be being right in that situation or arguing about it, doesn't really matter. Prosperity, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake up to your most prosperous potential. To get into the flow, you need to address your beliefs and abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills. What are your skills, people? What are your skills? Lies in your skills, and we were just talking about that before. Lies in your skills, your talents and your abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Well, Talking about that before, weren't we? Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. Oh, boom. Awesome card. I know when I got that the other day, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, yes. And that's after I just did the clearing. And then the protection messages. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. This is why I'm saying calm your beans, people. So know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop resisting, as me and Wizard were talking about earlier on, and fighting against the situation, and learn to flow. Even through the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that soon will be within your reach again. An ancient, what does that say? An ancient mariners or something saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, stay home and repair the nets, because there'll be another time when you can go out to sea and you'll be able to fish again and pull them fishing. But why you can't go and fix your nets? That's why we've been in isolation. We're all trying to fix our nets. We're all trying to get rid of shit, fix our nets, so when the new waters come in, we can go out fishing again. Because we're going to be out with prosperity, but we're learning to sort of paint our cracks up with gold in that Japanese thing. And we were talking about where it's not that we need fixing, but we're working on ourselves, of our self-development. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it totally makes sense of everything going on. And that card was brilliant. And that's that's the card that came out, and then I'm going to do a card for us now. So yeah. Oh, we've got D'Angelo in the house. It's getting hot in this house. Right, what's just come out? Guess what's just come out? Because I'm connected to my cards and my higher self knew this, because this is what we were talking about before. But are you ready? New life. There's a new life coming. There's new life within you coming. Spring's coming, proper new year, new life, new zest, new life going on outside with spring, everything budding, everything growing. So there's a new life for you. There's new energy coming, new. Everything new. That's why I said with before, releasing the old, with the new moon in Pisces and bringing in the new. Write your goals down. What is it you want to bring in this cycle? What is it you want to see? What goals you want to work towards? Soul goals, I'd call it. What do you want to bring in? What habits? Not the habits I wrote down the habits that I'm breaking. What new habits and behaviors do you want to bring in? New. So this is how I connect with my cards, because everything I've said has popped up in the cards. Because my higher self knows this, but it's nice to see. It's giving me validation through, you're on the right path. So to me, this is how it works. It might not work for everyone. Doesn't mean you have to be into that naysayers and stuff like that. That's fine. It's how it works for me. I just share what works for me, and that's that at the end of the day. We've got mystical. We've got loads of people in the house now as well. So yeah, so that was a beautiful message. And I'm going to go now, because I think I was going to talk about other stuff and I can't remember. I've just been yakking on. But basically, there's some chats I said I was going to come and do, and I don't know if I'm going to come and do them, because things just change all the time with me. And I'm like, do you know what? Whatever. We'll just see what flows in again. But there's definitely more art channels coming, art stuff, art along with me, why I'm doing it sort of thing, work along with me like I did the other day. Work along with me, when I'm doing stuff sometimes. There's things that are going to change in my life with different working opportunities and things like that. But when I can come on, I'll come on. And if it's something like some creative bits and bobs, I'll do that. And it'll be a chat along with me while I'm doing stuff and showing my art and all that sort of stuff in my little crafty studio. And then there's going to be some chats that maybe we'll call it Dolly's Realm. And when the Dolly's Realm is on, it's when I'm inviting people in my realm to come on for a chat like Rainbow Wizard did today. Maybe we can get Lois on next. Maybe on the next one, Lois. Next one up, Lois. Come on down. The price is right. So, and I don't know. I'll just bring whatever I want to bring in whenever I want to bring it in. Because we've got Yakutar fam, and I love when Rob says that, Rainbow Wizard, like Yakutar fam. We like a chatty chat. Some people don't like. I love chatting. Can you not tell? Beautiful energy. Oh, thank you. Have a magical day or night, everyone. It's 8 6 a.m. in Australia. Thank you, Dolly. So great as always. Wishing you all the best. Blessings. I'd just like to say, everyone, as well, blessings to you all. Bless everybody. I bless every single one of energy for you. I bless everyone in chat with just good vibrations. And as I always say, do what you love and love what you do, and put that out. Fact, like the card said, what are your abilities? What are your gifts that you can bring? Bring them and put them out. Whatever it is, we're all different. We all do different things. What are your abilities? Write down. You haven't missed the full moon. I keep saying full moon. The Pisces new moon energy. You can still do it because it's still ripping out over a couple of weeks. So it's good to write them down, because you're writing that intention out with pen. That's permanent. Write them down, and you might start writing down what are my abilities? What are your abilities? What can you bring? Bring it. What are your skills? Is it something you want to go back to? You know, you're like, I'm thinking about doing that. This is what I'm saying. Not about watching TV. Yeah, I watch bits of YouTube and that because it is inspiring, but it's not about. It's about switch that off. Start tuning in. Yeah, what is it? Start tuning into yourself and tuning into a higher consciousness source, God, and thinking, yeah, I want to bring a bit more of this on. Work in the evenings on different things that you love, instead of, you can listen to podcasts in the background, but what is it you want to bring? We can do anything. Yeah, you can. But what is it you want to do? Is there something new you want to try? Especially in these times where everything's going a bit batshit crazy and you may have a bit more of extra time than you normally have. Do it. The weather's going to start getting better in the UK. We've got 30 and 30 balancing up there in the chat and the thumbs up. And do it. You've had time in this time. Manifest your reality. Exactly. So, it's all going on. So I don't even know what I'm yakking about anymore. I'm just like, I'm sure I was supposed to be saying something else, but it just didn't go there. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But yeah, look at your triple water aura in your fire, in your astrology chart. Give good clue. Yeah, they do, D'Angelo. I actually had my star chart done by a guy on YouTube, and I can't remember if he gave it me, but he told me about it. I can't remember, but I know it was good. And I've had something done before with numerology, and I knew that was good, being something 22 number and Pisces and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it was good, whatever it was. And I know I'm in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing, because I get messages anyway, and I see different things joining up the dots on my path. Is like, yes, it's all making sense with the people that I'm in contact with as well. Sending astral high vibes. Yeah, exactly. And I can tell by chat. I can tell by you guys in chat how you all get on. Like I said, nobody knows each other in chat. You've all got your avatars. Some have, some haven't. You don't know if you're into certain different things or beliefs or whatever, but you're all getting on. And that just proves the point of, really, it's all labels, and really we can be united. And I've got 31. So yeah, so I'm going to go because I'm getting quite tired now. Been on twice today. The time flies when you're having fun. And like I said, I'll speak to you, Lois, about that this week, and let you know and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to go now. So I hope you enjoyed chatting. I hope you enjoyed the one this morning with Rainbow Wizard. And I'll be having chats again with Rainbow Wizard because we're into a lot of the same things, and other people that I can have chats with as well. It will be fun, if you want to come on. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. You can just have your little, it'll say avatar thing on it, and you can just have your camera thing put up where it's just a picture of you, or it's just an avatar. You don't have to if you don't want to. That is fine. Yeah, light and blessings to all. Yeah, so wherever you are around the world, have a great morning, day, afternoon, whatever it is. Remember to keep your vibrations up. Do what you love and love what you do, and just keep working on yourself. I'm doing it. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We're just constantly working on ourselves, and that's what it's all about. And if you see a change within me more and more with different things I'm saying, that's a good thing. It's not contradicting. It's working. It's growing. It's expanding. So all I'm going to say is I'll see you soon. What day is it? Monday? I don't know what day, but blessings to you all. And I will see you soon. And now I've got to look for the button because I'm forgetting I'm not on that thing. I'm on this thing. And it's been great. So, I'm going to enjoy talking to people and asking people certain things, and give me time. Yeah, I'll give you time to sort your hair out next time. Mine's still not dry. We didn't sort our hair out. We were just like two big fluff balls this morning, but that was quite funny. We were both just like, oh my God, my hair's like fizzy, but it was funny. Yes, we need to speak. Yeah, so anyone who fancies coming on for chat, just put in the comments after. You have to be someone I have spoken to or been around for a bit, you know, because I just don't want anybody just popping up. Hi, King, I'm going now. I always get people in at the end, and I'm like, I'm going to bed shortly. Yes, so we're on Monday Moon Day, funnily enough. That's intuitive, you know, putting your things out there. Like I said, if you think you've missed out on clearing energy from new moon in Pisces, you haven't. It's still rippling out. That energy's still around for a few weeks, so don't worry about that. Yeah, and I'll be showing you more of that, like what I've been writing down on different moon cycles and different things. I'll just be bringing everything. I like everything. You know, I've got this necklace on today. I might have something on the other day, something representing some other thing, and I'm like, I'm a eclectic. I just like loads of different things, you know. I am. One day I might be a bit witchy. One day I might be a bit more this way. One day I might be a bit more that way, because I like everything. Everything's in everything. So be a part of everything. Mix it all up in a big pot, a big colourful rainbow pot. Just get it in there. Get it in there. Oh yeah, thanks, Deanie. That's lovely. So, is Vicky still in chat? I was meant to give this out, and I can't remember if I did, and I forgot. So I'm going to do it now before we go. You ready? 3 times. Breathe in deep and then blow it out. So let's have 3 of these, because I did forget, and I did say I'd do it. So feet flat on the floor if you sat up. Breathe deep in from your stomach as well. Another go. Just because I promised before and I forgot, so I'll put that out now. So yeah, I'm gonna go. So have a good night, whatever it is, wherever it is, and big hugs and love to you all in chat. Yeah, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, people. Try and keep your vibrations up. That's all I can say. It's the only advice I can give, is just try and keep yourself up. You fall, you get back up again. Fall, get back up again. You see something, go and do something else that makes you happy. Keep this little thing out of the way. This little monkey chatter. Go meditate, go draw, whatever gets you in that space of getting this monkey chatter. That's always like monkey chatter away. They ain't your thoughts. That's just monkey chatter. So yeah. So like I said, I'll see you soon at some point this week. I'll let you know, as I normally try to, when I'm on, and I will see you soon. So I'm going to go and like I said, if you want to join in the chat sometimes, if you comment after or at some point, I will write your name down and we'll go through the list. So where's the button? There it is. So it's like old days when I never knew where the button was, even though it's right in front of my face in a big red button, and I'm looking over there and it's over here. But yeah, so I'll see you soon. Yeah, love to you all, and blessings to you all. Bye.